Do you hate eating before your early morning workout? Do you make it halfway through your workout and feel starving and low on energy and feel like quitting? It's crucial for female athletes to eat before their training sessions because research actually shows that you will burn more body fat. You will be able to push yourself at a lower perceived exertion, meaning you'll be able to do more while feeling like you're doing less. You'll be able to build more muscle, and your body won't produce as much cortisol, which then can lead to fat gain. So it is important for female athletes to eat before their training session, and that means early morning workouts too. So if you don't know what to have before that early morning workout, grab a pen and paper and let's dive in.
Tired of feeling exhausted after training? Confused about how to fuel your body without all the food rules? Welcome to Female Sports Nutrition, where I'll help you fuel strong, build muscle, and perform your best, all while breaking free from diet culture. I'm Kristen, a sports dietitian, trainer, and Jesus lover, and I'm here to help you fuel with freedom. Lace up your shoes, grab that smoothie, and let's jump in.
Now, before I get into today's episode, I want to talk to you about a free giveaway that I'm offering, which I'm so excited about. This is a free 30-minute one-on-one coaching session with me. You can ask me anything that you want to ask me. You can get a nutrition plan started for you, whatever it is that would be most helpful for you. All you need to do is write me a review on Apple Podcasts. So you're going to scroll down to the bottom of my show. You're going to click 5 stars and then just write a simple review of what you like about my podcast. Then before you hit submit, you're going to screenshot it, head on over to my Facebook group. I'll link that below in the show notes. Join the Facebook group, post your screenshot of your review before you hit submit, and get this done before midnight on March 31st, Eastern Standard Time. And then on April 1st, I'm going to announce the winner on my Facebook group. If you have a friend that would benefit from a free one-on-one session with me, please share this with them as well. Now, let's talk about pre-workout snacks that you would actually want to eat before your early morning training. So let's kind of recap on pre-workout snacks, what you actually need. You need carbohydrates and you need some protein. Carbohydrates is going to give you all the energy. Protein is going to not so much provide you with energy, but it's going to more so time release the energy out of your carbohydrates. Plus, it's going to provide your muscles with a little bit of fuel. So it's going to help with recovery after your training session. You don't want a lot of fat in that meal or snack because what can happen is it's going to slow down the digestion of your food, and that is going to make it harder while you're working out. So there's so much evidence to show that fasted cardio is out. It's not a good idea for females because you can actually train at a lower perceived exertion, push yourself more, build more muscle, and lose more body fat by just eating before your training session. Plus, if you don't eat first thing in the morning and then you try to work out, what's going to happen is your body's going to just be dumping cortisol. And in today's day and age, a lot of people have too much cortisol, which can then lead to fat gain and really hinder those muscle gains that we so much want. So make sure that you are eating before your training session, even if it is an early morning workout training session. So let's get into the 4 recommendations that I have of what you can eat before your training session. First up is a naked protein smoothie. These are sold already pre-made for you, so you don't need to whip out your blender at 5 a.m. and wake up the entire house. It's all put together for you in a nice little bottle. All you need to do is just drink it. And this is going to cover your carbohydrates, it's going to cover your protein, and it's going to cover your liquid needs, your hydration needs before your training session. Number 2 is a glass of milk and a handful of berries. Make sure that you're using milk that actually contains protein. Don't drink coconut milk or almond milk that is like 30 calories and doesn't have any protein in it. That's not helping you. I'm talking about either cow's milk or a plant-based milk that has protein added to it. So a glass of milk, I'm talking about 8 ounces, and a handful of berries, or it could be a small apple or a little orange, whatever it is that you like. Number 3 is a string cheese and either 2 little clementines, I love those things in the morning, or a handful of pretzels. Or if you don't want much in the way of solid foods, you can have 4 ounces of 100% juice. Just remember that liquids are going to sit lighter on the stomach. So if you feel queasy in the morning, you don't want to do solids. You probably want to stick with something that's more liquid based. Number 4, if you're a coffee drinker, you're going to love this one. Just a brewed cup of coffee, or you can have some iced coffee that you had in the refrigerator from yesterday with a scoop of collagen. I like to use Vital Proteins collagen, a splash of milk, and a little bit of maple syrup. That's going to give you your protein. That's going to give you some carbohydrates from the maple syrup. It's going to give you some fluid. Plus, it's going to give you a little bit of caffeine, which is going to give you a natural energy boost during your training session. Make sure that if you are eating solids and you're not doing a liquid before your training session in your pre-workout snack, then you need to be sipping on 16 ounces of water. And I would recommend doing this while you're eating your snack, plus during the first 10 minutes of your training session. So these are super simple snacks that you can have, and you can feel free to swap out the different ingredients that I mentioned. If you don't like pretzels and you want to do crackers instead, that's completely fine. If you don't like berries and you want to do a banana, that is fine. So let's just kind of recap here on why you need a pre-workout snack and what those are. So you're going to be able to work out at a lower perceived exertion. You're going to be able to push yourself more while feeling like you're doing less. You're going to be able to burn more body fat, build more muscle, recover better, and you're not going to get that huge cortisol dump, which then could lead to weight gain later on. So the 4 recommendations are naked protein smoothie, or a glass of milk and a handful of berries, or a string cheese and a handful of pretzels or clementines, or coffee with some collagen, a splash of milk, and a little bit of maple syrup. If you have other recommendations that you love to consume during your early morning pre-workout snack, head on over to my Facebook group and post it in there. We are always looking for what works for other people so that other people can learn by what other people love to do. Hey friend, if this podcast inspired you, encouraged you, or changed you, I would love for you to leave me a review and share it with a girlfriend who will find it helpful or inspiring. That is the best way you can thank me and help me share my knowledge so I can help more people just like you. I'm so thankful that you spent this time with me today, and I'd love to connect with you. Join my Facebook group, Female Sports Nutrition, or send me a DM on Instagram, or hop on over to my website, elitenutritionperformance.com. I'll see you back here next week.